Dolphins fans, welcome into Dolphins Today. I am Will Scott. That was for you, Stephen Netlefs, who was in the comments yesterday saying whenever a show doesn't start with Dolphins fans, he's disappointed. So hopefully you're happy now, Stephen. Appreciate you subscribing and watching today's show. On today's show, we're going to be getting into some Miami Dolphins news, some rumors. We begin with Tyreek Hill. And I got to thank Tyreek because, as you know, folks, content is kind of tough to come by these days. But his new podcast called It Needed to Be Said continues to give us plenty of stuff to talk about here on Dolphins Today. His most recent guest was Jalen Waddle. It was a great show. Something very interesting that Tyreek said on the show was this. The 2019 offense with the Chiefs was stupid. When I go out to practice each and every day, like I said, I see the same exact team. I swear. Of course, the Chiefs won it all that year. As far explosive, as far dynamic, we have the same weapons, maybe even more. Like our running back runs a 4.2, and that's crazy. It's a whole track meet back there. And when you add Mike McDaniel into calling plays, I know Andy Reid is great, but when you add McDaniel, it's crazy. The way he dials up plays and his play calling timing, I don't even know what to say. It's just crazy. So Tyreek Hill has been in the headlines many times about the things he is saying on his podcast, and yet he is making headlines again, comparing the 2022 Miami Dolphins to the 2019 Kansas City Chiefs. And what did the Chiefs do in 2019? They won it all. They won the Super Bowl, and Tyreek Hill is saying that the offense in Miami is the same exact offense pretty much to what he had on that Super Bowl winning team with the Chiefs in 2019. What is your one-word reaction to Tyreek's comments? Go down in the comments section and let me know. I'm curious to hear what you think. Obviously, Tyreek continuing to make headlines on social media with some of the things he's saying on his podcast. Most recent comments comparing the Chiefs to the Dolphins. Go down, let me know what you think. Here's what the 2019 Chiefs did. So they ranked fourth in the league in total offense, 384 yards per game, second in the league in points per game, nearly 30 points per game, and of course, they won the Super Bowl in 2019, knocking off the San Francisco 49ers, who was on that coaching staff with the 49ers, Mike McDaniel. Here was the Chiefs' offense that year. So they had Patty Mahomes at quarterback, Damian Williams, the running back, Tyreek, Sammy Watkins, the top two receivers on that team, and then Travis Kelce, the best tight end in the league. Here is what the Dolphins currently have. Tua Tagovailoa at QB, heading into a big year 3. Chase Edmonds, the new running back, Tyreek and Waddle, the top two receivers, and then Mike Gesicki, the tight end. Call me crazy, but I think the 2022 Dolphins have the better weapons. I'm not saying they're the better team. I'm not saying they're better than a team that won the Super Bowl less than 3 years ago. However, they have better weapons on this football team. When you look at the top two receivers on the Fins, they're better than the top two receivers the Chiefs had back in 2019. It's not the better team, not the better quarterback, but they have the better weapons. Now, before we get into more about what Tyreek said, go down, subscribe, turn on your notifications. Right now, 16.4% of all our subscribers have their notifications turned on. Let's get it to 17 on this video. When you turn on your notifications, you are going to get an alert whenever a video comes out. So when there's important Dolphin news happening, that's important. You want to stay in the loop. You want to stay informed. And let me tell you, on Friday, that's the deadline for Gesicki to get extended. We're going to be putting out a video right at the deadline. Either way, if he gets extended or if he doesn't get extended, you don't want to miss it. Subscribe, turn on your notifications. If you're not subscribed, change that. Go down, hit that big red subscribe button. Let's break this down. 2022 Dolphins versus the 2019 Chiefs. Better quarterback is Patrick Mahomes, obviously. And when Tyreek made those comments a few weeks back, which, it felt like SportsCenter was talking about it nonstop, social media was trending on social media, when he said that Tua was the more accurate quarterback. He did not say that Tua was the better quarterback. He just said he's more accurate. The numbers don't lie. I don't even need to show that graphic again, but the numbers point toward Tua being more accurate. Is he better than Patrick Mahomes? No. Chase Edmonds, in my opinion, is a better RB1 than Williams was back in 2019. Tyreek Hill, they're the same guy, so that cancels each other out. And then Waddle is a much better second option at receiver than Sammy Watkins was in 2019. And then, of course, Travis Kelce has the upper hand over Mike Gesicki. But it's pretty even when you look at it. Maybe Tyreek wasn't crazy. It's funny. Whenever he comes out and says these things, everyone's like he's crazy. And then you dive into more on what he said and look at the numbers and look at the facts. He's not crazy. Now, who has the better weapons, the 2022 Dolphins or the 2019 Chiefs? Type MIA for the Dolphins or type KC for the Chiefs. It's the pinned comment on today's video. When an ad break comes, go down. Let me know what you think. Better weapons, this year's Dolphins or the Super Bowl winning Chiefs. Now let's get into our next story. Who is the most underrated player on the Dolphins? USA Today posted an article breaking down the most underrated player on each and every single NFL team. I scrolled down to the Dolphins. I'm going to tell you who it is here in a second. But first, we have brought this deal back. They were going to shut it down. I'm like, no. I told my bosses, no, we got to keep this deal up here for our loyal subscribers on Dolphins Today. 40% off this t-shirt combo. Chatsports.com/Dolphins combo. A lot of y'all were buying them, so I convinced my bosses to keep this sale going. You can get both of these shirts for $29.99. Not each. Both shirts you can get for under $30, 40% off. Chatsports.com/Dolphins combo. Look, if y'all don't go down and take advantage, the deal's not going to last. So if you want this deal to keep going, go take advantage of it. Chatsports.com/Dolphins combo. And I can promise you, if you take advantage of this deal, there will be more deals that might be even better in the future that my bosses are going to give you. Go down, take advantage. Chatsports.com/Dolphins combo. That link is in the comments and the description of today's video. Who is the most underrated player on the Dolphins? Zach Sieler, named by USA Today as the most underrated player on Miami, and I could not agree more. Here's what USA Today said in that article. The fan base gives Sieler the respect he deserves. Couldn't agree more. But he hasn't received national recognition just yet. He finished 2021 with a career-high 62 tackles, 6 for a loss, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble. He's strong against both the pass and the run and provides the ability to play multiple spots along the line at defensive end and tackle. Pro Football Focus graded Sieler as an 84.9, just third for interior defenders behind Pro Bowlers Aaron Donald and Cam Hayward. For the $2.575 million cap hit he has in 2022, he's a steal. Here's what he did last season: 62 tackles, 3 QB hits, 6 tackles for loss, 2 sacks. He was phenomenal all season long, a very underrated player on the Dolphins. But you know what? I don't even think he's the most underrated player on the Dolphins. I think he's also the most underrated player in the National Football League. And Tyler DeSania on Twitter posted this thread yesterday. I encourage you to go follow him, check it out. You can also follow me on Twitter, at WillScott44. So he said, Zach Sieler being the most underrated player in the NFL, a thread. And he had about 10 or 12 tweets breaking down film on Sieler. Here's one of the things he said. Another simple move, but Sieler swims past the blocking defensive lineman and gets to the, I guess he meant O-lineman, and gets to the running back with crazy quickness. His side speeds combo is rare, and when combined with his technique, it's dangerous. His high motor is probably my favorite part about his game. As soon as he sniffs out the screenplay, he goes out and makes an awesome stop. That's a great thread by Tyler DeSania on Twitter. Go check it out. Is Zach Sieler the most underrated player on Miami? Type Y for yes or type N for no. Down in the comments section, go down. Let me know what you think. I think it's a Y for yes. So USA Today mentioned those PFF grades. So here is where Sieler ranked amongst all interior defensive linemen in the NFL. Only behind Donald and Hayward, tied with Jonathan Allen, and in front of Chris Jones. By the way, Wilk ranked right behind Jones, Christian Wilkins, with a 83.3 grade. He was the 6th highest. So Miami has 3 of the top 6 guys in the NFL on the same defensive line. I don't even think he's the most underrated player on Miami. I think he's the most underrated player in the NFL, and I really hope he starts to get some of the national recognition that he deserves. Zach Sieler is the man. Thanks for watching Dolphins Today. Appreciate you all watching and subscribing to the channel. If you haven't already, go down and hit that big red subscribe button. This has been Will Scott. As always, go Fins.